Hello students, today we are going to start our same chapter of accountancy, that is retirement or death of a partner. This is part 6 of that chapter and today's topic is settlement of loan. For understanding this concept, here we are going to discuss two questions. Here the first question is, Mohit and Kesav are two partners sharing profits and losses equally. Equally means 1:1. The balance sheet of their firm as at 31st March 2016 was as follows. Here the balance sheet is given with some liabilities information and with some assets information. What is the liabilities side? That is creditors, general reserve, capital account balances of Mohit and Kesav. In the asset side, cash in hand, book debts, closing stock, building and goodwill. Here, some additional information is also given that Kesav retired on 1st April 2016, on which date the goodwill of the firm was valued at 9,000. It means that is the total goodwill of the firm. 20% of the general reserve was kept aside as a provision for doubtful debt. It means 20% of the general reserve treated as a bad debts. And the next one is, there was a piece of furniture valued at 2060 was an unrecorded. It means that is an unrecorded assets. And Mohit decided to pay off Kesav by giving him this piece of furniture and balance in annual installment of rupees 8,000 along with interest and 5% per annum. You are required to prepare Kesav's capital account, Kesav's loan account till it is finally closed. In this whole question, that is very important concept, and we will discuss this concept on later on capital account. But before this, here we find out that any information is related from revaluation account or not. So here we find that one information is related from revaluation account, because here the value of assets increased, that is treated as unrecorded assets, and unrecorded assets transferred in the revaluation account. So here the question is not asking for the revaluation account, but we will have to prepare revaluation account, because revaluation account is very essential for making capital account. So first of all, making revaluation account, that is debit side and that is credit side. Here the information is given that unrecorded assets. Unrecorded assets comes on the credit side. So here it is, by unrecorded asset, the value of asset, that is 2060. Here it is, there is no balance in the debit side. So whole the balance comes in the balancing figure, and that balancing figure amount called to profit transferred, and that 2060 divided in the old partners in old ratio. So the old partner is Mohit and Kesav, and their ratio is equally, it means 1:1. So 1030 and 1030. Now Kesav's capital account, because here only Kesav's capital account is asking, not the whole partner's capital account asking. So we make only Kesav's capital account. So here Kesav's capital account, that is debit side, that is credit side. First of all, for making Kesav's capital account, we will consider the old balance sheet. So first of all, here what the information is given that, and the Kesav's capital transferred in the capital account by the name of by balance BD. So here it is, the first balance by balance BD, that is given in the old balance sheet, that is 18870. After that we check that any other information is given. So here general reserve is given, so we distribute general reserve. But before this, here we note that one additional information is given. 20% of the general reserve was kept aside as a provision. So 20% of the 2000, that is 400 rupees. So 2000 minus 400, we get 1600. In this, Kesav's share is equally, it means 1:1. So here Kesav's share is 1, total of this is 2, and we get 800 rupees. So that 800 transferred in the Kesav's capital account as a general reserve. So by general reserve, that is 800. That is working note. Now Not any other information is given related to capital account. Then we come on the asset side. Here one information is given, that is goodwill. Goodwill also distributed in the old partners. So goodwill amount is 3000, and what is the Kesav's balance? That is 50%. It means 1:1, that is 1500. So here the balance is to goodwill account, that is 1500. After that, come on the additional information that the goodwill of the firm was valued, that is 9000. 9000 is the total goodwill of the firm. In this case of balance is 50%, because the ratio is given that 1:1. So 9000 and 1/2, that is 4500. And if there are two partners, Mohit and Kesav retires from the firm, so the whole burden comes on the Mohits. So here it is by Mohit's capital account, and the amount of goodwill is beared or taken by the Mohit. So that's why we will give the name Mohit's capital account, that is 4500. After that, there is no any other information. Then come on the revaluation account. Here the Mohit profit is 1030 and Kesav's profit is 1030. It is Kesav's capital account. So Kesav's balance comes on the Kesav's capital account by the name of by revaluation account, that is 1030. Here one additional point is given that Mohit decided to pay off Kesav by giving him piece of furniture. It means Mohit decided to pay the furniture value to the Kesav. So here to furniture account, because furniture is taken by the Kesav, that is 2060. After totaling of that side, we get 25,200, and the balancing figure comes on the debit side, that is 21640. It comes like 25,200 minus 1500 minus 2060, then we get 21,640. That is balancing figure, and that balancing figure called to Kesav's loan account. Now here one additional point is given that is different from the other question, that is Kesav's loan account till it is finally closed. So we will have to make Kesav's loan account. For this we will have to know what is the loans balance. So the loans balance is 21,640. And what is the date of the retirement of the Kesav? Here it is given in the question, that is 1st April 2016. It means that balance comes on 1st April 2016. Here we make Kesav's loan account, that is debit side, that is credit side, date particular amount and date particular amount. Now on 1st April 2016, Kesav's loan balance is 21640, that we calculate in the capital account, and it transfer from Kesav's capital account, so we give the name of Kesav's capital account, and amount is 21640. Here point is given that 8,000 along with interest. So first of all we will have to calculate the interest amount. So here if the years start on 1st April 2016, that years end on 31st March 2017. So by interest account the amount is 21640, and 5% of this amount that is treated as interest, so 5%, and we get the amount that is 1082. Here the point is given that 8,000 plus interest that is given to Kesav. So 8,000 plus interest amount, that is 1082, given to the Kesav with the bank from the bank account. So to bank account 9082. After that total of this side, that is 22,722 minus 9082, and we get the balance CD. To balance CD, that is 13640. That balance comes on the last date, that is 31st March 2017. 31st March 2017, that is the year ended date, and the next date is 1st April. So that CD balance becomes BD balance. Here transferred 1st April 2017 by balance BD, that is 13,640. Now we will have to calculate interest on that amount. So 5% of 13640, that is 682. Then we again give 8,000 plus interest amount. So 8,000 given in the question and 682 we calculated that as a interest. So total is 8682. Total of this side is 14322, and here the balance is only 8682. After that we find the balancing figure. and that balancing figure is called to balance CD, that is 5640. That also comes on the same date, that 31st March 2018. So the next date of that is 1st April 2018, and that CD balance treated as BD. So here 1st April 2018 by balance BD 5640. Then the next year, that is 31st March 2019, by interest account, and interest is treated on that amount. So 5640 multiply 5% and we get 282. Then we give the installment, that is 8000 plus interest. Here the total of this only 5922, and we will have to give 8000. 8000 is greater than that amount and this amount is less. If the amount is less, that is no problem, it is profit for the business. So we give 5922 in the place of 8000. There is no problem arises. So that is the final amount. After that, loan account settled. Here 5922 5922, there is no balance remains. Now one more question is given, that Pihu, Geeta and Neeta are partners in a firm sharing profits and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. On 31st March 2015, balance sheet was as under. Here the balance sheet is given with some liabilities information and with some assets information. And some additional information is also given, that Neeta retires on 1st April 2015, subject to the following adjustment. The first adjustment is land and building to be reduced by 10%. The second information is goodwill is valued to at 54,000. The next information is provision for doubtful debt to be raised to 10% of the debtors, and the excess provision being created from general reserve. The balance of the general reserve is to be amongst the partners. The next one is creditors of rupees 3000 were paid by Pihu, for which she is not to be remained reimbursed. The next information is that the continuing partners to share profit and loss in the future in the ratio, that is 5:4. That means that is new ratio. After that is important information. Neeta is to be paid 29,800 on retirement. It means 29,800 given suddenly, and the remaining amount is treated as loan. And loan installment is not annually, that installment is semi-annually. It means in a 6-month one-time payment is given, that is semi-annually, and together with the interest on the outstanding balance. The first installment of Neeta's loan to be paid on 31st March. You are required to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and Neeta's loan account. So first of all, we are going to make revaluation account. Here the information related to revaluation account are given, that the first information, that is land and building to be reduced. If any assets reduced, that comes on the debit side of revaluation account. So here it is to land and building account. The amount of land and building, that is 60,000, and 10% of 60,000, that is 6,000. So the amount of land and building 1,20,000 and 10% of 1,20,000, that is 12,000. So here the balance is 12,000. Then the second information is goodwill is to be valued. So that is not related from revaluation account. Then provision for doubtful debt, that is 10% of the debtors. So 10% of the debtors, that is 25,000, and 10% of 25,000, that is 2,500. We already have 1,300. So we will maintain 1,200 more. So and that 1,200 covered from general reserve. So that does not comes in the revaluation account. The next information is creditors of rupees 3,000 were paid by Pihu. It means creditors decreases by rupees 3,000. If liability decreases, that comes on the credit side. So here it is by creditors account, that is 3,000. Then there is no other information related from revaluation account. So total of both side, here we get debit side is greater than the credit side, that is 12,000. 12,000 minus 3,000, we get 9,000. That is the balancing figure, and that balancing figure called by loss on revaluation account, and that loss distributed in the old partners in old ratio. And who's the old partner? That is Pihu, Geeta and Neeta. So Pihu's capital account, Geeta's capital account and Neeta's capital account. The old ratio is given that 3 is to 2 is to 1. It means that now 9,000 distributed in the ratio 3 is to 2 is to 1, and then we get the amount that is 4,500, 3,000 and 1,500. After that we are going to make partners capital account. Here that is debit side, that is credit side, particulars, and there are three partners Pihu, Geeta and Neeta. In the credit side particulars, the three partners that is Pihu, Geeta and Neeta. First of all, for making the partners capital account, we are consider the old balance sheet, and the information of old balance sheet, that is capital balances is given. So here three balances of given, that is Pihu's balance, Geeta's balance and Neeta's balance. That balance we will transfer on capital account by the name of by balance BD. So here it is by balance BD, that is 79,000, 70,000 and 61,000. Then the next information related from capital account, that is general reserve, and the general reserve balance is given, that is 9,000. Here the important point is that total general reserve balance is 9,000, and we will have to create provision for doubtful debt. 10% of the debtors, 10% of the debtors, so the debtors amount is 25,000. So 25,000 and 10% of 25,000, that is 2,500, and we already have balance 1,300. So we cover 1,200 rupees from general reserve. So we deduct 1,200 from general reserve and we get 7,800. That's 7,800 distributed in the three partners. So here it is, and in the ratio, that is 3 is to 2 is to 1. So we get the balance, that is 3,900, 2,600 and 1,300, and total of all these, that is 7,800, not 9,000. So that is very important concept. Then there is no other information related from capital account. So we come on the asset side. Here cash at bank, sundry debtors, stock, plant and machinery, land and building. It means there is no other information. Then come on the additional information. Here one point is given, that goodwill amount. Total goodwill of the firm, that is 54,000. In this Neeta retires. So what is the share of the Neeta? So first of all, total goodwill is 54,000 and Neeta's share is, there is 3 ratio, that is 3 is to 2 is to 1. In this Neeta's share is 1 and total of this is 6. After that we are getting 9,000. That 9,000 distributed in the gaining ratio. So first of all we will have to calculate gaining ratio here, that is given in the working note. Gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. There are 3 partners, Pihu, Geeta and Neeta, and after Neeta's retirement there are 2 partners, that is Pihu and Geeta. So we calculate gaining ratio of Pihu and Geeta, and the formula of gaining ratio, that is new ratio minus old ratio. New ratio is given in the question, old ratio is also given in the question. So after calculation of gaining ratio, that is new ratio of Pihu, that is 5.9 minus old ratio of Pihu, that is 3/6. After that we are getting 1/18, same as Geeta, and we get 2/18. So the gaining ratio is 1/2. Here it is, and that 9,000 distributed in the ratio 1 is to 2. It means 3,000 and 6,000. 3,000 covered by Pihu and 6,000 by Geeta. So here that by Pihu's capital account, that is 3,000, and by Geeta's capital account, that is 6,000, and that amount comes on the Neeta's capital account, because here the name, that is Pihu and Geeta, so that does not comes the amount in the Pihu's and Geeta's column, it comes on the Neeta's column. Same opposite entry in the Pihu's column and Geeta's column with the name of Neeta. So that is to Neeta's capital account, that is 3,000 in the column of Pihu and 6,000 in the column of Geeta. After that there is no other information. Then come on the revaluation account. Here we find that there is not profit balance, there is loss balance, and opposite transfer, it means credit balance should be transferred on debit side. So here it is to revaluation account, in the Piyush column 4500, in the Geeta's column 3000, and in the Nita's column that is 1500. After that, one point is given in the additional information that 29,800 paid immediately. Immediately it means paid by the bank. So to bank account, that is 29,800. That is given in the additional point. After that, total of this side, that is 82,900. Total of Geeta's column, that is 72,600. And total of Nita's column, that is 71,300. Then we find the balancing figure. The balancing figure of retiring partners is called loan account. So who is the retiring partner? That is Nita. So that amount treated as to Nita's loan account, that is 40,000, and that is the balancing figure of retiring partners. After that, the balancing figure of remaining partners called that balance CD. So that to balance CD, that is 75,400 and 63,600. Then the next information that is asking in the question that Nita's loan account till it is finally closed. So now we are going to make Nita's loan account. Here the loan balance is 40,000, and that 40,000 covered from, here the information is given in 4 equal installment. It means 10,000 each. 40,000 distributed in the 4 equal installment. It means 10,000, 10,000 and 10,000 and 10,000 with interest amount, and that is paid semi-annually but given to the annual basis. So we will consider that information to make loan account. Now come on the loan account. Here the loan account is Nita's loan account. The date of retirement, that is 1st April 2015. By Nita's capital account, total loan is given, that is 40,000. After that, that is semi-annually. So from 1st April, the 6 months cover on 30th September. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. It means September. Up to September, 6 months are covered. So on 30th September, first interest is given. So by interest account, that amount is 40,000, and rate is given in the question, that is 10%. So 10 divided by 100, and we give the interest for 6 months. So that's why 6 divided by 12. So we get the interest amount, that is 2,000. After that, the first installment is paid that from bank account to bank account. 10,000 the installment amount plus 2,000 as a interest. So total of both these, that is 12,000. Then next 6 months cover on 31st March 2016. That time we also have to pay interest amount. So first of all, calculate interest by interest account. Total of the amount, that is 40,000, we already paid 10,000 rupees. So the remaining amount is only 30,000. So we calculate interest on 30,000 rupees. The rate of interest, that is 10%, and the month is 6 divided by 12, because 6 month is covered from September to March. So after that we get the interest amount, that is 1,500. Here then second installment paid on 31st March 2016. The installment amount, that is 10,000 plus interest, that is 1,500. Total of that is 11,500. After that, total of credit side, that is 43,500. We reduce 12,000 plus 11,500, and we get the balancing figure, that is 20,000. That is called to balance CD, and the last date, that is 31st March 2016. Then the next date of 31st March, that is 1st April 2016. So that CD balance becomes BD balance. So here 1st April 2016, that is by balance BD, that is 20,000. Then 6 months cover on 30 September 2016. So 30 September 2016, that is 6 months, and we will have to give interest. So that interest calculated on 20,000. So 20,000 multiply rate, that is 10%, multiply month, that is 1st April to 30th September, 6 month. 6 divided by 12, and we get 1,000 rupees as a interest. On 30th September, we pay the third installment. The installment amount plus interest amount. So the installment amount is 10,000 plus interest, that is 1,000. Total of both, that is 11,000. Then the year ended on 31st March 2017. So by interest account, total of rupees 20,000, we already paid 10,000, so the remaining balance is only 10,000. So we calculate interest on 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 rate of interest, that is 10%. So 10 divided by 100. The month covers that from 30th September to 31st March 2017, that is 6 months. So we get the interest amount, that is 500. Then the final payment we give them, that is 10,000 plus interest. So 10,000 plus 500, that is 10,500. After that, total of credit side, that is 21,500. Here the total of debit side, that is 21,500. It means there is no balancing figure. So the loan account will settle in that point. With this point, our retirement topic is finished. With the help of today's video, we finished the retirement topic, and now we will discuss the death topic on the next video.